everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Guildmates of Ravnica. You can see these wonderful faces around the screen. Before we go around and say hello to everyone, let's go through our regular channel announcements. First of all, we have our social links. Please check out Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. We also have a Patreon where you can support us from as little as $1 a month and get some free articles about RPGs and other things. This month's article is a little late, but Renee promises me it's very worth it. Also, we have merchandise. If you would like to go and get this crest on your chest, head over to the Redbubble, where you can find all sorts of wonderful deals. And we also have sponsors in Bird in the Storm Publishing, who write modules for D&D and other TTRPG content. And also Mage Hand Press, who wrote the Dark Matter Alpha, a sci-fi expansion for 5e, and some other expansions, including the Faith Folio and a Wild West style expansion. One of those we will be playing next season, and I'll be DMing. So, also, there are some other things below the stream. You can find panels for Rasavad.com, TabletopLoot.com, and Ruink.com, where you can get 10 to 15% discount using my discount codes. Feel free to check those out. Just click on the picture to go to the websites. Every 10 retweets, we get another roll on Kyle's table of mystical, magical effects and defects. So please also go over and retweet. Let your friends know that you're watching with us today. That's me. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. Kyle, why don't I hand over to you? Hello.
Hello. Hi. Welcome back, everyone. Super excited for today, our second week with the Simic Combine, and we're gonna have some fun. So yeah, I guess I'm really anxious to meet everyone and to set the stage. So we will go on and do our character introductions. Let's start with our new folks. Walter, can you tell us about Morzin? You'll be playing Morzin today? I think Walter's with us.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay, that's it.
Loud and clear to you.
Morzan, he is a half-elf with the Drow ancestry, and he likes to dabble in a bit of magic. So hopefully you'll see that today.
Yes, Ravnica is a wonderful place to display magical prowess or the lack of. So it'll be very interesting. So Andy, can you introduce us to Vixnix? Did I pronounce it right?
Yes, it is Vixnix. She's a goblin, and she is a wizard who hopes to eventually help create things. Mayhaps you might call them monsters, but she doesn't. That will help the Simic cause. Did I say it right? Simic?
Simic, sure, yeah.
Yeah, that's what, yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, you're in the right place if you'd like to create some weird shit to help the cause. So good.
Eventually. She's not there yet, but she's working on it.
Oh, yeah. Take your time. And, yeah, lifetimes of study have gone into this. So Nairi, welcome back. Can you tell us about, can you reintroduce us to Sela?
Yeah, Sela is a Civic hybrid, blood hunter mutant. And she is all about the science behind the guild and how you can modify the very being of a person based on what you do with all the biology side of things. That's why she took it to herself to create these little things that changes her appropriately based on what she needs. So she's a crazy one, and she's clumsy.
Okay. Awesome. And Scrap, can you reintroduce us to Virgil? Coming back this week. You are still muted.
I am muted, yes. Oh, hi. I'm playing Virgil Simpkins. Virgil is a tiefling paladin, for which the irony is not lost on me. I quite enjoyed that. I'm reflavoring the Oath of the Ancients to be sort of like an oath to the Simic Combine. I believe they're an ancient organization, so that works. Yeah, Virgil nearly got wiped out by a group of kobolds last week, so they're feeling pretty sore, weak. They're sort of feeling a bit like a pipsqueak at the minute. Like they thought they were all tough, and then 3 kobolds nearly sorted us out. So.
In your defense, it was 4. Totally different game when there's that.
Oh, yeah, geez. I mean, how could I forget the 4th one?
Oh man, that was something special. Those kobolds with their unforgiving rules and oh my. Okay, so 1 drink of coffee.
Gotta get the throat all exercised. All right.
So this week we are back with the Simic Combine, and a little bit different change of pace for the party. Simply put, your superior, all of your superior, one of the great scientific minds of the Simic Combine, has gathered the 4 of you to, how do I word this politely, to escort, to help an elderly Simic professor. She's a professor now, but she was a scientist in her day. A elderly gnomish professor. She has her own laboratory, and she's going to be moving into a more secluded area in Ravnica to perform her studies in her later years. And basically, it boils down to the Combine's trying to kind of keep her away from things that she could damage or whatever. They're respecting her, the time that she put in for the guild, but they need to shush her away a little bit. So you all your job is just to go over and help her move all her current experiments and stuff from one laboratory to another. That's it. That's all you gotta do.
So you're saying our performance in our last job has almost demoted us to just moving an office? Is that what you're saying?
No, you I mean, depending on the perspective that you're looking at, the director that you were working for gave you a glowing recommendation. Although I think maybe some other members of the Combine who weren't on board with that whole shenanigans caught wind that you let an entire portion of the city get overrun by small rabbits. So yeah, there was that. The cleanup of that was probably pretty horrendous. But so maybe somebody pulled some strings to have you guys take a little time off of doing important matters. But yeah, so we're going to open up today with the 4 of you just arriving at now. She is, as I mentioned, she's a professor, an elderly gnomish professor, and she gets a little offended kind of easily when you don't address her correctly. So it's you can either call her doctor or professor, and her last name is Midgenbro Perucatori. Midgenbro Perucatori. That's her last name. Midgenbro Perucatori. Now it must be a family name. It sounds very maybe Scottish. I don't know. It could be. So yeah, so you're coming up onto her laboratory, which is in Precinct 6 of Ravnica, of the 10th district, and which is a very heavy, it's where you guys based yourself out of last week, a very studious neighborhood where a lot of colleges and stuff are, which might be part of the reason that they're kind of shushing her out. Her days of teaching and stuff are long gone, and they want to just kind of push her over to a neighborhood where to make room for more studies and stuff for her laboratory. So you go to Miss Midgenbro Perucatori's laboratory, and she is standing outside. She looks all of about 1 billion years old, for and gnome. She's standing over with both hands on what looks to be a walker, but a walker that the top part of it looks metal, and the bottom part of it looks biological, like it has 4 legs. So she just holds on to like a small metal railing, and it looks like reptilian legs come off of the metal shaft down at the bottom and do her walking for her. So she just holds on there instead of her having to push it along. So her little device starts walking over towards you, and you see that she's She's very squint-eyed and very old, and wrinkle upon wrinkle, layer upon layer, as she wanders over and looks up at all of you. And I'm glad that you've come. Hello?
Yes. Good evening, Professor Midgenbro Purgatory. We are here to help you move your belongings from one office to another.
Ah, yes, the movers. Of course, of course. I'm glad that the Combine sent me official movers rather than having to hire out. That's always a pain. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't mean to speed things up on you, because I know you just arrived, and I like to have tea and stuff ready for people to come to help me. But the terrible thing has happened. Before you came, the baby got into the plants and set them free, and now they're crawling all over my laboratory, and I fear for my experiments.
The baby?
Yes, the baby.
Baby what?
It's a baby. Just a child. It's a baby. It's an ogre, but it's a baby.
And the plants are crawling?
Yes, dear. They're crawling all. The baby knocked over the photohydra plant, and it spilled out, and seedlings came, and they started crawling. It was disgusting, really. The babies are still in there. I'm sure he's fine. He's a gentle soul. And,
Do you need the plants?
No, the plants can stay, dear. Just if you could save my experiments, please.
So which one's
What
on
about
yours?
the baby?
The
Yeah.
baby's one of those experiments, yes.
Just checking.
Okay. So, do we destroy the plants, or could this damage your experiments?
No, the plant is fine. I was gonna leave it here as a gift for whoever moved in after me, but sure enough, the baby got into it and took it out of its container. Very dangerous.
How did the baby get into it? Was the baby just walking around and doing its own things?
I let him out of his pen, and he gets into trouble sometimes, and I forgot I let him out. Of course, my memory is not what it used to be, and he just running amok. He's a big baby.
I can imagine an ogre to be a large
Tell me-
creature.
How big is this baby? And Virgil sort of looks to Seela like, oh, here we go.
Hmm.
I don't know. He's roughly 300, 200 pounds, somewhere in there. I don't know.
Is he taller than us? Is he like maybe twice our height, 3 times our height, 1 time our height, half our height?
Okay, Vixnix gives you the evil eye on that one.
Sorry, my bad.
Maybe taller than some, and not as tall as others.
Oh, good. So we can. It's
You know,
okay.
320 pounds.
He's a gentle
It's
soul.
around our
Please don't
height.
hurt.
Gentle sort of. Virgil sort of like, oh, you take on the tea. Yes, tea sounds lovely. If you usually serve tea, I wouldn't like to break your habits. And he's sort of like looking at the rest of the party, like, we need to talk.
I'll just wait over here. I can't go back inside. It's too horrific. The plants, they're everywhere.
Alright, so we take care of the plants and make sure that the baby does not get hurt. Does the baby have a name?
Yes, I call him Tim.
Do we
How
have a
many-
box big enough to put a baby in? Or the baby in?
You want to put the baby in the box?
Well, if we're moving it. Don't you usually put things in boxes when you move it?
That is true.
Digital
but,
snack.
I mean, poke holes in the box and we can put it in the box.
There. Do we have a box big enough?
I have a playpen that has wheels. That's what I've planned on moving it with.
Oh, well, there you go. So we have a box. We just need a lid for it. Got it.
It has a lid. I just forgot to put it on. I'm so sorry.
I look at Virgil.
And you're all making motions and not talking. I don't understand what you're doing.
It's
Simic
Just-
thing.
yeah.
I'm Simic as anyone else here.
It is a
New wave.
current.
God speak.
Oh,
Yes.
like Tide Pods.
It's
Yeah,
a squawk.
Is that the time already? We should get on with moving this
Yes.
baby.
Let's go find the baby. Let's go murder the plants and rescue the baby.
And my other experiments, my fishbowl and my kitty and my my lobsters. Both of my lobsters.
Okay,
a
so
fishbowl, kitty, 2 lobsters.
Uh-huh.
Is there
anything else?
Baby.
No, this the baby, yes.
Okay.
Do
Fishbowl.
you have boxes for those?
I have. Well, the fishbowl's gonna be tricky. But keep the fish in it, and you might want to. Oh boy, I don't know how to do that one. You might want to just beat it a few times, and it'll move.
The fish?
How big is the fish bowl? And why would you beat it to make it move?
It's pretty big, and it'll move if you beat it. I've beat it before. Just don't bleed around it. Do your best not to bleed around the fishbowl, and you'll be fine.
Snickersnacks.
I love Snickers.
Right. Fishbowl that we don't need to bleed around, but we might need to beat. Kitten, 2 lobsters, and the baby. And the partridge in a pear tree.
Yes. Ah, you've
Do you
done
have-
this before.
Do you have a box for the kitten?
I have a leash. It's in its room.
Is the kitty trained to be on a leash?
It doesn't like it, but it'll get on the leash. The leash is pretty strong. It's magical.
Oh good. But do you maybe have like a cat carrier or something that it cannot claw to death?
No, I don't. No, I'm sorry. Should I?
Yes.
Well, yes, that would be ideal. I've seen a kitty on a leash, and like Virgil just looks to the sky and has that like look of a painful memory.
She's a darling. She'll be fine.
So what about the lobsters? What do we do with those? Do they have a box? Do they have a leash? Do they have food? What do we need to do?
By that, I'm kind of hoping that the 4 of you could come up with a solution for my pretty lobsters.
Do they have to stay in water?
They can survive the trip out of water. They are genetically engineered to be able to survive out of water for a certain amount of time.
And you don't have a box for them?
No, dear, I do not have a box.
Okay.
I have a bag we can put the lobsters in.
Okay.
How
Okay.
big are they? And how big is your bag?
My bag is like, backpack size, so maybe I could fit one of the lobsters depending on the size.
Vixnix looks at the professor expectantly.
Yes?
How big are the lobsters?
Oh, they're pretty big.
Will they fit in his backpack?
I should imagine not. No, they won't. Not. No.
Snickersnacks, I was afraid of that.
Professor Midgen Barogatory, I feel as though perhaps we could have had more boxes and things brought with us if we had been perhaps a little more prepared.
I'm sorry. After I informed the Academy of my move, nobody would answer my calls.
Oh, no, did you hear that, guys? We do have to help her.
Oh. Alright, so should we go and figure out what we're going to do with all this?
Also, thank you very much to Michael Wayne, who donates a gift sub to Connie. Oh yeah, Connie, you have a reroll to gift to a player or DM of your choice.
Well, I can't give you tea, but I can give you hugs or maybe a pinch on the cheek or good luck.
I will take the pinch on the cheek, if that's okay.
Okay.
And she like hobbles over, very shaky, and then she quickly heads back to her walker.
Okay. The door is open. Everything is open in there. I made sure to open up before I came out.
Okay, is everyone ready?
Okay. Does anyone have any special considerations they need to they would like to like game plan how you want to go in? So when you look at this,
Yes.
it's kind of a small laboratory, or looks essentially like the size of a schoolhouse, and there's this one big entrance, and she tells you that there is an entrance in the back, but other than that, this is really the only way in.
Vixnix would like to cast Mage Armor on herself.
Okay, sure.
I believe it lasts an hour. So
8 hours.
8? Oh yeah, good. That's even better.
You are safe.
That and cast mage armor as well. I'm not that.
Oh.
Can't take a hit that well.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice. You're all casting spells and stuff. That's very nice. Good luck.
Scrat, if you were trying to talk, you were muted, I believe.
I was muted, yes, thank you. Just looking at everyone casting mage armor, and I'm sort of wistful. I mean, I have lots of armor, but you know, a little extra can never hurt. If only I could learn shield.
Would have been so helpful.
Vixnix sighs and walks over. Because I believe, unless they changed it, I can actually cast it on a willing participant, right?
I don't think it would do anything for me, because 13 plus dex, it doesn't do anything for me. I'm just generally envious.
So she'll just shrug and walk back to the door.
Thank you. Also, that sub has mean we've hit our sub goal, so Kyle, we can have one of your minor magical items. Or effects.
Okay, let me pull up the chart, and actually let me roll a d4. So we'll say Virgil 1, Seela 2, Vixnix 3, Morzen 4. Did I hit it? Did I hit it? There we go. Okay, Vixnix, can you roll a d20, please? As we take a look.
Okay. Yes, I can. I didn't know how to do it in this one.
Okay. I'll just...
Ha!
You've done it. 100%. You've done it.
Ooh, 20. Wow, you serious? Man. Okay. So,
Make it good, because that's the best roll I'm going to have today.
20 is a good one. I don't know how much mileage you're going to get out of it on today's adventure, but on most adventures, it is hooray, and it's still hooray. As the four of you approach the front doors of Miss, I have to read her name. I have to read it.
Midgenbrow Perrogatory?
Perucatory. Yeah.
Perucatory.
Yeah. Miss Midgenbrow Perucatory's laboratory. You hear a come from above and behind you. And as the four of you turn around to see, like, what's the noise, or what's casting the shadow over you from the sun, Vixnix, you notice that one of your very good friends, who is in childhood friends who went towards the way of the Boros Legion, is flying on a rock, which is kind of like a bird-like pterodactyl. The Boros Legion a status of theirs is Sky Knights. They have people that have become Sky Knights and that fly around on these rocks like patrolling police officers essentially. And your friend Kevin, because that is a fantasy name, your friend Kevin comes down on this rock and lands right by you, and he hops off his rock, and he's in full Boros Legion armor, and he's all sparkling, and he's a human, and he runs over to you, Vixnix, and oh, Vixnix, I'm so glad I found you. I need you. I need you right now. Help me, please.
She, of course, runs over because apparently Kevin's her buddy.
Oh, yes. Yeah, very good friends. Very good friends. Yes, I'm sorry. You know I'm supposed to get married, right?
Sure. Why aren't you there?
I
hate that.
I thought it was tomorrow. I am so bad at this. Okay, so can you take care of my rock pigeon? Okay, her name is Pigeon, right? And he pets the rock, and the rock it's looks like a chocobo, if you know what a chocobo is.
Yes.
But it has like head armor going down its forehead and onto its beak, and it's got like Boros Legion markings on it, and a nice big red and white sash, and it's very nice. Very nice. It's the Cadillac of aerial flying beasts to fly on. Anyway, so he's like, "Can you watch over Pigeon while I go get married?"
Yeah, sure. What do I feed it?
He just ate, but if you want to give him a treat, a sugar cube the size of your fist will do. Also, grain. He's kind of a vegetarian.
Okay.
So
New goal, stealing sugar cubes while I'm in there. Because if she has tea, she has sugar cubes. Got it.
Yes, thank you so much, Vixnix. Thank you. I'll be back in a little bit as soon as I go get married. I'll try to swing in by before the honeymoon. I'm sure I trust you so much with my rock right now.
Enjoy your honeymoon. I'll take care of Pigeon.
Thank you so much. And he takes off on foot, and he runs into the next street. And you are in charge temporarily of a rock that is cuddly and looks at you wantingly.
Pets it on the head like you're looking at something utterly strange and unsure what to do with it. The whole like pat.
It just kind of looks at you and then stares off into the sky like it's ready to go. Be back in the sky.
Awesome. Don't eat the old lady.
Okay, so you guys are about 20 feet from the entrance of the laboratory, and that just happened. And good luck.
Or do you mean good rock?
Good rock.
Sorry. I'll leave the channel now.
But bring your dirty pun with you. While y'all are trying to figure out what you're gonna do here, I'm gonna try to get you stat block for that rock. So, what's the game plan? What would you all like to do?
I think rock's in the compendium. You should be able to just drag one in.
Yeah, I think it's there. We go.
I'm thinking someone bigger than me opens the door.
That
would be step one.
I can open the door if you wish. I mean, they're plants, right? So they should be, weak to fire. I'm good with fire.
I can try and melt them with my spit.
Okay, Vixnix stares at you. You're gonna do what?
Okay.
It's kind of her thing.
Spit on plants as a thing?
Not just plants, kobolds also.
Oh, snicker snack.
What have I walked?
thing.
Oh man.
Okay. So Vixnix, you now have, if you look in your journal and Roll20, the picture of like the newspaper type thing, where you see your character sheet, you also see the rock that you have with it. That's his sheet as well, or her sheet. Yeah, Pigeon, her sheet.
It's chocolate.
Okay, so we just rolling in the front doors. We're gonna go from there.
I'll cautiously open the front door, nervous as to what I will see on the other side.
Okay. The steel front door you open up, and there is a wall, and then a hallway that leads to the right. Looks like this looks like a little bit of a check-in area. There's a little tiny like lectern that has on the top of it has a book, an open book, like a guest sign-in book. And then there is a bench along the wall there for people to sit at while they're waiting.
Virgil will sign everyone in.
Okay.
I know how to write my name.
If you wish to sign yourself in, I just, I thought first in does the signing, but you can sign if you want.
That's fine. I just said I actually can write.
Okay, I didn't, I didn't say you couldn't. I was just going to, just fill in the book. Yeah.
Are you leaving a comment? You should leave a comment.
Don't you usually leave comments on the way out? I mean, I can leave a comment now, but it might be slightly scathing because, they're not very prepared. How do you spell your name again? It's like V-I-X, V-Y-X?
X-N-Y-X. And I think we're going to be running out, so won't have time to leave a comment.
That is
Probably
true.
screaming.
And probably on fire.
Do not set us on fire. Why would you do that? And don't spit on me. Let's start with that.
Okay, so comment, do not spit on me. We may leave running, screaming, and on fire.
Actually, I'm good with that, yeah.
Mm. I'll put wish us luck at the end. Wish us luck. There we go. Love and kisses. Virgil, Vixnix, Sela, and Morzan. 5
This
stars.
is going to be a great day, I promise.
5 stars. Accommodating.
In a lab.
That is the best Yelp review this place has ever done. Okay. So you walk in, and it does appear that there's magical lighting every so often. It's not real bright, but it's enough to accommodate a nice even flow of lighting in the building. And there is a long hallway with 2 doors, one on the left and one straight ahead down at the end of it. And you can see from the door on the left that there is like a small gaggle of vines coming out from underneath the bottom of the door into this hallway.
Oh, okay, so I mean, if this hallway seems clear, everyone, for a start. Next, I think the door on the left is where all the things are because of the vines. And you know what? I actually think maybe we should go through the other door first and see if there's anything we can move before we spread the vines everywhere. How does that sound to you?
I think this is a clever move.
It does save the apparent fire for last, so sure.
Sounds like a solid
promise-
plan on my end.
I promise there will be no fire from me. I'm not I have nothing to do with fire. If fire does not come to me, I will not go to it.
I
don't
mostly
Oh, right. I do fire. I remember that.
I mostly only erupt in flames when I'm shocked.
The only
Right.
melting I do is I melt other things with my spit.
Stop spitting on people. Oh my
If they
gosh.
deserve it, it's interesting what happens to them.
Wiping the corner.
Oh,
Oh,
Sorry.
Who was it who gave you this spit ability, Sela? I mean, will we run into this professor or worker at some point? I assume it was a modification.
It was part of my work and part of their work, and that is also how I got this. And she points to her gills. I can breathe underwater.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. Yes.
If we drown, you will. I won't.
I can do that for a little while.
Drown or breathe
Sort of.
water?
Good
Does
question.
that mean that we're in charge of going in the fish tank?
Oh shit! Oh.
That sounds like you volunteered to me. Thank you.
Oh. Snicker snack.
Shipples.
You four make your way down the hallway, and you're right at the two doors. Are you going to straight or left?
Straight. The one without the vines.
Okay. You open up the door, and you look in this room, and it's an empty room. This looks like some kind of control room. As you walk in the room and you look left into the room proper itself, like there's a wall. The wall right here follows the exterior wall, and you look left, and you see there's a very large window that looks into the room that you would have went into had you taken the left door, and a very large bay window. You see a you see a room, and a large open room with it has sand on the floor, and what looks to be like a very large swimming pool, in-ground swimming pool, and like a little tiny mock sandy beach. And you see two lobster-looking creatures walking across the sand back and forth, and you see one of them like pinching at a moving vine and like grabbing it and just flicking the vine away. And can I get two of you to give me perception checks, please, as y'all are taking a look in there? And
I can take one of those if you like.
sure.
Although it may not be wise if anyone is better at perception. Hey, look through this window.
Wait, yeah, I usually do like two people just to make things more fluid and interesting. Two people to do a perception check, or one person to do it with advantage, as people are helping to point things out.
Ixnix is not a good one for this. It's busy trying to decide how to make lobsters that have like wings or something crazy on top of it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, Vixnix, what did you want to do with Pigeon?
Well, I don't figure it fits in the house.
Okay. Did you just have it? Did you tell it to stay outside, or?
Yeah, for right now, because as far as I know, it doesn't fit through the door, does it?
I think it's large. Let me take a look.
In the old days, rocks were large.
It's your character sheet. Where is it? I could have sworn. Did I give it to you?
Yes, because I have it up.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, let me go look.
I guess I can do this and look at it.
Hold on.
It is large.
Da-da-da.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't figure it would fit inside.
Yeah, if it would be severely constricted and more of a
Yeah.
burden. than
So
anything.
figured I'd leave it outside and try to still sugar cubes.
Okay, nice. Okay, let's take a look at the rolls. Morrison, can you roll a perception check, please? As you and Virgil kind of walk up and are looking in this big bay window at two large lobsters. These things are about 6.5 feet long and quite thick.
How would I do that on Roll20?
Okay, just go to your character sheet, and do you have your character sheet and the skills on the left? See your list of skills? Just click on the word perception. There you go.
All right,
Okay.
think that one?
Yep. And okay, so as the two of you closely look through the bay window, Virgil, you notice that on these things' backs, it doesn't look like a shell so much. It looks metal. In fact, it looks, with a 19, it looks like a large clump of armor pieces all over the carapace of these lobsters. Like something stuck armor pieces all over it. Different, everything from like gauntlets to breastplates to all kinds of stuff. Different armor pieces. And you, the four of you, see the lobsters walking through this room and just meandering around this little tiny mock beach. And Yeah, they look pretty perturbed about the plants that are coming into their space.
Vixnix is going to look at the others and go, what do they like to eat? Maybe we can bribe them out.
Well, what was that?
What do they like to eat? Maybe we can bribe them out.
No, Virgil was.
I
sorry.
was just muttering exactly the same thing. What do they like to eat?
Oh. Would we be able to make a roll to determine that?
Sure. You can do like a nature check. You can have two of you do a nature check if you'd like.
Yeah, I could try to talk with them.
13. A lobster of this size might be interested in some kind of smaller, sea life. Maybe fish or something.
Is there like the lobster equivalent of the big container where you keep your dog food? I mean, surely she fed him, so...
Yeah, as you look around in there, you can see that there is a hatch on the side of that room. There is a big hatch. It looks like it would flip out and things would dump onto the floor, but the hatch would be loaded from a room adjacent to this. So
Vixnix is small. She opens it up and climbs in.
Okay. Well, no, I'm sorry. I mean that hatch is inside that room with them. From like if you're looking through the bay window, you're looking at them and the little beach and stuff, and on the right side of that room, there's a hatch.
Oh, okay. So it's farther in.
Yeah, it would be on like the room to the right of that room.
Oh,
as you guys are staring at it.
How far away is it?
Is what?
It's the hatch.
Oh, the hatch from you guys, probably 20 feet from this side of the bay window, and it doesn't appear that these things see you. Like as you're looking through the window, maybe a one-sided mirror kind of thing, or two-sided mirror. And as you're looking through the window, it's to the right of that room, so about 20 feet.
Mage hand.
Okay. So you plop
and use that to open it.
Okay. You put. Oh, go ahead.
One of the things that I learned, guys, whilst I was training was a way to speak with animals and beasts in case any of the mutants lost verbal communication. I could try and speak to them.
That's a good idea.
And if that doesn't work, then we bribe them.
Is there anything else in this room, Kyle? Is there a sign of the baby, the cat, the fishbowl?
In this room, no. This room looks to be like a reception area, and desk. So there's a desk with some paperwork on it, and there's some seating, and there is a shelf right at the edge of this bay window, so that you could put maybe notebooks down on and take notes as you're observing stuff.
But between us and if I was to walk into the other room where the lobsters are, that would be fine.
Okay. Yeah. If you walk back through the door you came in and walk through the door that you didn't go in before, then yeah, you walk right into that room. There's nothing obstructing you from there. And then she said she did unlock all the doors.
Okay. So, yeah, I can go and try and speak to them and convince them to... Do we have a container?
No.
I don't think we have a container just yet.
How many leashes did we have? Just one for the cat?
One for the cat.
Yep.
A leash for the cat. The ball, I think we could move it. As long as we don't bleed around it. And push it, punch it, hit it or something.
Is there a lobster, rabbit hutch in here somewhere or something like that?
Nice. Yeah, it's just two lobsters water and sand in there, and plants.
This
That's
is
it.
going to be tricky. If I do convince them, what do I convince them to do?
Go outside.
Yes, tell them that there will be a bigger tank waiting for them or something. Or maybe they are going to move to a more hospitable place with more food. And
I mean, this makes me nervous. I mean, we're already getting a lot of flack for besetting the city with rabbits, and what happens if the two scorpions just run away as well?
well, we tell them there will be a big bird that will eat them if it runs away, and then we tell the rock to eat them if they run away. Or at least, catch them and bring them back. The rock doesn't eat meat, I'm assuming.
Okay, so we threaten everything involved. Okay, no problem. I'm
It's
down
worked
with that.
before.
If you're down with, yeah, well, I mean, evidently you're still here, and if all else fails, I tell them that you'll spit at them.
They do not
Okay.
want to see me spit, I promise.
Virgil steals themselves before they go through the door. A moment.
Now, Vexnix, you have your hand cast and over by that latch. Are you just kind of like letting it chill there to see what he's doing, or what would you?
Yeah.
what would you do? Okay.
Because I don't want to interrupt him.
Okay.
This
So,
is
yeah.
plan C, I think.
Yeah, we're gonna make our way through the alphabet by the end of this.
Yes.
Okay. So Virgil, yeah, you leave this room and you go back to the first door. You
Mhm.
ready yourself and open the door, and you see about 10 feet from you in the room on this very small little beach. You see two large lobsters, and they both immediately look at you as you come in with lobster faces, and they start slowly coming your direction.
Hello, I say in beast talk. I don't know if maybe I go.
That's what really catches their eye. That's very sweet words to say to the strangers. So yeah, they start coming over cautiously, and then they stop as you're talking.
So we have been sent to relocate you to a bigger, better facility where you get more sand and water. Would you like that?
Bigger place. Big food?
Food.
More food.
There
Big
will be
place.
food and a big place. But also, yes, big place. You must go outside and wait near the deadly predator that will eat you if you try to run away.
No go near deadly. No deadly. Safe here. Eat.
Deadly predator protects you on your journey. Deadly
I have
predator defend.
I have intelligence of 3, and this already doesn't sound good, sir. No deadly. Nope. Perfectly cool here. Thank you.
Okay. What if we hide deadly predator?
Bad plan. You seem like bad man with bad plan.
I'm a nice guy. I want to take you to bigger place, more food, huh? More food.
Can we tell if it's going well or not?
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Okay.
Can I join in on that?
Sure, yeah.
That's a good plan.
Oh, shit.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, you I mean, you can get pretty much the exact gist of what they're saying.
So back to Mage Hand, open the thing, see if I can get some treats to kind of help him out.
Okay, sure.
Even
Go
if I have to
ahead.
like take them and dump them at his feet or something.
Sure. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check as you're trying to manipulate the latch from this side, which is normally done from the other side, but trying to. Oh, nice.
Look at these rolls.
These are-
I
Use
never
your-
roll this well.
Roll
We're
20
cursed
likes you.
later.
yes. Yeah, later if you have to actually attack anything, they're all going to be 2s and 5s.
Yes. But
So yeah, you use your mage hand to work the latch on this side of that little chute, and it pops open, and you can see from even through this window that there seem to be, well, they're dead, these ones, but there seem to be a few dead little sea creatures on the inside of that bucket that just flopped down.
gonna mage hand them to him, to Virgil, and see if that helps him out.
Okay. Virgil, you see an ethereal hand floating across the room, holding, they're about this big, and I'd say we do one at a time, but I'd say that there's a fish. The first one you grab is a fish, a little like flounder-looking fish. And
Look,
as you
food.
you float it past the lobsters, and Virgil, you catch it, and they immediately like, oh, well there, that's food. We eat that.
Yes, lots of food in the new place. Follow me.
Not a lot. We eat food though.
There's lots of food in the new place. This is just taster of things to come.
But you have food. Can we have it? Can I have it? The one says, no, I want it. And the other one says, no, I want it. And they start smacking each other with their claws. And
Virgil
then
does not stop them.
one like pushes its way in front of the other one. Quickly, give me food. I'm stronger.
You must come this way for food. And I start backing up through the door.
Or we can take it.
Yes,
And,
you can take it if you can catch me. Ha ha ha! And I start running.
Nice. Okay.
Oh my god.
Well, you start running down the hallway, and you turn around, and these things are very surprisingly quick.
Ah!
Yeah, I looked at their feet and was kind of really.
Oh, I've got
stunned.
the most average character that's ever been rolled.
So they squeeze through the doorway and start skittering down the hall after you. They manage to get up behind you. What kind of armor are you wearing? Oh, sorry. Yikes. What kind of armor are you wearing, Virgil?
I am currently wearing some well-shined chainmail.
Okay. So I need you to make a strength saving throw as you feel your body, particularly the armor on your body and any metal weapons you have, pulled back towards these creatures, or the one that's right behind you. We'll call him Ted, because that's a fantasy name. So
Magna lobsters, no.
Lobster Ted has a magnetic personality.
Oh, it must be his animal magnetism.
Yes. Okay. So a creature that is made of metal or is wearing metal armor that fails the saving throw is stuck to the shell and restrained. If the item is a weapon and the wielder can't or won't let go of the weapon, the wielder is adhered to the shell and is restrained. Okay, so the weapon, if you had a weapon, but it was already holstered, so you're fine there. A stuck item can't be used. A creature can take its action to remove creature or item object. Okay, so you're running down the hallway, and you feel yourself yanked backwards, and you look back, and this lobster is like less than 5 feet from you, and you get stuck to its shell. And it's at such an awkward angle, like you're facing kind of up towards the ceiling, and it's trying to reach up, but it's not built the right way. It's trying to reach up and get the fish out of your hand, and it can't reach you. And your feet leave the ground about a foot. So you're kind of comically half laying down on this lobster shell as you are stuck to it. Your armor is stuck to the shell. The other lobster is trying to get to you over top of this lobster's body to get to the fish.
Do we see this?
Not going well.
No, but you may now. What would you three do as you see Virgil run with the fish down the hallway. You see it through the open doorway, and these 2 lobsters run after him.
Move ahead to try and help.
Okay.
Oh, see, Fix Nix would, since she wouldn't see it, would just message. Are they outside now? It's a cantrip, and it allows him to message back.
Is there a limit on words or anything?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just brief.
Help! The lobsters are coming magnetized! They're trying to eat me and eat the fish that I'm holding! It's going very badly! Help!
So she should just say, I think it's going poorly.
Okay, we need to go help. Let's see what we can do.
Okay. The
Follows.
three of you go out in the hallway, and you see this situation where, Virgil is stuck to a lobster, and another lobster is trying to steal the fish out of his hand as it approaches.
And we also just hit 10 retweets, which means we get another roll on your table.
Oh, this is a perfect place for something bad to go wrong. Okay, so awesome. All right, let's take a look here. We will go back to the D4. We'll see who's going to roll that. And a 1. So, Scrat, go ahead and roll a D20, please.
Oh boy.
Straight down the middle.
A 10. Let's see, charts. And okay. From you smacking, as you're yanked back onto this lobster body, your feet leave the ground, and like your whole torso is stuck. You can move your arms because it's not all metal, but you feel really pent down. When you got slammed back onto the lobster, you smacked your head, which reminded you, thank God you packed those Celestinian herbs that you got from a gypsy woman the other day in the market.
Thank God I did.
Can you roll a D4, please?
I'm scared to, but I can. I was hoping you were going to say, "Oh, look, it's the Acne Corporation demagnetizing spray" or something.
The demagnetize of magnetism. You have one potion of healing.
Good. This could come in handy later.
I mean, that's the equivalent. Yeah, it's actually like they're actually just Celestine herb compounds, but it does the same thing. It'll essentially you get one potion.
Okay, brilliant. I will sort them out later. Help!
I have a plan.
So for all intents and purposes, I think we're going to roll initiative because the one that's climbing up the back of the other one is like heading towards Virgil's hand with his claw, and it could get kind of ugly.
Can I just hit the initiative on the character sheet like with the insight?
Exactly correct.
Okay. Cool. Did it work?
Hit the word initiative.
Okay.
I don't think it worked. Okay, try again. Oh, there it goes. Sorry. Ha! Told you.
Yeah, now it's got to start. It's going downwards now. Man, I keep hitting that. Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry. Like, ugh, brutal. Okay. I have that setting on a shelf right by my knees, so I had to move it out of the way. Okay, so we have. Why is it every week it must be Tuesday when all of my pens run away from my desk? Okay. So that Wednesday, they are definitely not here. So we have what did I roll for them? Okay, so we have 16. So Morzen. Okay, so Morzen.
Arasavad, thank you so much for those biddies. Welcome. It does count. Who would you like to give a temporary HP?
Okay, Virgil. Thankfully, Virgil's going.
Lobsters? Sure. Everybody's up for lobster.
Okay.
And thank you, Michael Wayne, who gifts a tier 1 sub to Eris as well. Eris, you have a reroll to gift as well as a temporary HP.
Hell yeah. Okay. Score. Okay, so the situation is unfolding. Virgil's stuck to the lobsters. You're all entering the room. Let's see. Morzin, what would you like to do as you step in the hallway and see this sticky situation?
Is there a way I could try and grab the fish and lure them, towards me?
They're kind of stacked up right now, so it's lobster, and on the other side, on the front of the lobster is Virgil, and walking up the back of the lobster is the second lobster. So you can try to reach for the fish, but you have to climb on top of the lobsters to do so. And by the looks of it, Morzin, you're not wearing armor, are you?
Nope.
Okay. So, yeah, a quick look over the situation. It looks like metal sticks to these things if you get too close.
All right, yeah. I want to try and go ahead and climb up the lobsters, see if I can grab the fish or try and pry Virgil off.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, so you go down the hallway and you start climbing up on the lobsters. Do you have any metal weapons or anything on you?
I think the only metal thing would be my arcane focus.
Okay. We'll say that's not quite metal enough. So you start climbing up on the back of these two lobsters. The lobster on top is like trying to look around and see what the hell is on my back, and you are able to get up on top. Go ahead and make an athletics check as you're climbing two moving living lobsters, just to make sure. See if oh wow, you must do this in your free time. So you do some lobster climbing as you normally would, and you get up and you Virgil, you see Morzin climb up the lobsters and is reaching for the fish.
I will pass them the fish. Here, take it.
Okay. Morzin, you grab the fish, and what would you like to do with it?
If I have any movement left, maybe jump off the lobsters and try and distract them, so at least the attention's away from Virgil. Okay,
sure. You jump off the lobster, and the top one begins to turn towards you. And that's mine. Oh, wait, you can't understand it. Never mind. Well, Virgil, you hear, that's mine. That's my food. That's mine. And it begins to turn towards Morzin.
Morzin, it wants to eat you now.
That's okay. I think I got this covered. But
yeah, so Morzin, are you staying close to the lobsters, or are you moving farther away?
I'd like to move away if possible.
Okay. Well, you can tell if you start moving away, it looks like this thing's gonna lunge at you.
I'll stay put then at that point.
Okay. Just letting you know, it'd be like an attack of opportunity type thing, as it's getting ready to try to lunge at you and get that fish. Okay. And who's up next? So next we have Virgil. Virgil, you are stuck.
Yes. I am stuck. Perhaps I can persuade the lobsters to calm down and forget about the food. So I will say in lobster, despite them only having 3 intelligence, if you think that this is food, there's plenty of food in the new place. You should calm down and we can take you there to a whole new world, a whole new paradise, a brand new place for you and you.
Are there magic carpets there? So the one that's like that you're on says, get off me, you have murder creature outside, not safe, need that fish, tell him to give me the fish, get off me, Why do you want to murder us? Get off me.
You magnetized me to you, you stupid creature.
Can go ahead and make an animal handling check or a persuasion check.
Persuasion, definitely persuasion, definitely persuasion. I'm good at persuasion.
Oh, nice. Okay. You make murder creature go away and show food. We follow you to paradise.
The murder creature is gone. Poof. We just won't ask it to come along.
Fred, this guy has more food and paradise. No murder creature, like he said before, that's outside. Fred, do you hear this? Great pitch, Fred. And the one on top of you, or the one that's chasing Morzin, Virgil, you hear, shut up, Delilah, shut up. I'm going for food right now. It's right here. He's holding it out for me. See? I've got the food. Ha ha. And what would you like to do, Virgil? That hasn't taken up any of your stuff yet.
Oh, it hasn't? Oh, cool. Then I'm magnetized, right?
Yes. Yeah. You can feel like if you push back against the creature's body, you can feel that it's not like you're not stuck. You could pry yourself away.
Oh, great. Then I will misty step to the doors.
We'll say the magical bypass that athletics check. Yeah, sure. Okay. So you cast Misty Step and poof, you are off the creature's body and you are standing at the front door.
See, this way? Give them the food, Mozan.
Okay. Delilah is the lobster is okay. So it shall be. And starts heading your direction. The other one is Morzin. You see that lobster is like trying to reach up and grab your hand. And okay. So Scrat, I think Misty Steps. Is that a bonus action or an action?
It is a bonus action, but if I have an action, I will not do anything with it. I won't even hold it because I don't think they're going to attack us.
Okay. So it's the lobster's turn. Delilah is coming up to you, Scrat. Okay, are we there yet? Do you have food yet? I need food. Are we in paradise? Where's the food? No death creature.
Can I see the rock outside?
If you peek behind you out the door, and it's just standing out there by the old woman.
No death creature. Everything's fine. This way.
Okay. Okay. And it's following you.
Oh,
it's
great.
Standing right there. It's staying right there at the door, waiting. It's got to use. It's just gonna wait for you to move, and then it'll move with you.
Can I shout to Vixnix? Vixnix, maybe your friend's bird. Could you make it shoo for a second?
She shrugs and basically says, "Hey, pigeon, can you sit on the roof? Maybe,
Perfect.
Please."
Okay. You cast message, and Virgil, you look out, and the bird is like starts slowly walking towards the building and flapping its wings and trying to figure out who's giving it the order. And we'll say it takes off into the sky. What the hell? So the rock flies up.
Look, no murder creatures out here, none at all. Poof.
I got a new friend.
And so okay, the lobster's following you out, trusting. Okay, but I need to eat soon. My metabolism, it's getting to be that time. I'll follow you. Are we at paradise yet?
Not yet.
Okay, so you two make your way out of the building, and Morzin, the other lobster is coming at you, and it is lunging for the whatchamacallit, for the Meduji, the fish in your hand. And this is, what's this, +5? This +5. So does a 13 meet or beat your AC?
Looks like I got
no,
a
it does not.
friend.
Okay, so the lobster clickers over by you and then tries to snatch the fish out of your hand with one claw and then with a second claw. Oh, that's not gonna make it either. Awesome. So it's trying to reach up and grab it, and you're like holding it over its head. You're holding it up just a little too high. These things are long, but they're not very tall. So yeah, you're kind of pulling it away, messing with it like an older sibling. And that's their turn. So next up we have Sela. You're up.
Okay. So I'm going to use my bonus action to consume one of, the mutagen that I had made, which is rapidity. I think that's how you say it. Yeah. Which gives me 15 movement speed, plus 15 movement speed, but disadvantage on all dexterity ability checks. And with that new movement, I'm gonna try and move towards what's going on right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna be like, quick, pass me the fish.
Yeah, I'll pass the fish if I can.
Sure. Okay, so you just hold it out and Sela grabs it. She runs up behind you. Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to take the fish and sort of wave it in for the lobster and just sort of like do this as I'm walking backwards as far as I can.
Okay. Now, if you're
45 feet to get there and then come back, I don't know how much that would take.
You weren't very far. Remember, you guys, before we started this, you guys ran out into this hallway, so it was only a few feet to get to Morzen. Now, do you want to be leading this thing back into the room that you're coming into this hallway from, or towards Virgil and out the door?
Yeah, out the door.
Okay. Then you'll need, if you want to do an athletics check, to jump over this creature or on its back and start running towards the door, because it's between you. It's between you and the door right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do athletics.
Oh, nice.
Does that work?
Okay. Yeah, so you're running by Morzen, you grab the fish, and you go and you jump onto the back of the long lobster. Do you have metal armor on?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So you jump on the back of the lobster and you start running and you get down towards its tail and you feel yourself yanked backwards and down onto the back of the lobster. So,
oh no.
So you're setting it within your hand, and this creature's trying. It has no neck. It can't see you. It just knows you with the fish. So it's just going like this right now, trying to get the fish from you. What are you doing back there? Oh wait, you can't understand it.
Do I have enough in my turn to throw it?
Oh yeah, you can toss it. Sure, yeah.
Okay, I'll toss it towards the doorway, I guess. And be like, over there! Let's see some fish.
Over there. Yes. You throw it on the floor and it skitters across the fish skitters across the door. And okay. That'd probably be your turn. Well done. Okay, Biznix. So you see all this going down. I mean, it's going good and bad.
It's going really well. I think that's all she's really going to do. She's just going to say, you guys are doing a great job.
Very good oversight. Okay, so so you're gonna hold an action or do anything?
Hold the action. Wait, can you hold action in this one?
Say what all you have to do is just address what you'd like to do.
Yeah. At this point, she's just going to hold her action. But tell them they're doing a great job. You know, it's important.
Do you want to hold a spell or hold an attack or what? They just
spell.
Okay. Which spell do you want to hold?
So,
right now, Mage Hand.
Mm-hmm.
Because then I can take the fish and move the fish if I need to.
Okay. So you hold Mage Hand to see if the creature gets close to the fish, you're gonna pick it up.
Yeah, and move it so that I can try to draw them more outside and away from everyone.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, back to the top of the order.
Thank you very much, Elite Shay, for that sub with Twitch Prime. If you have Twitch Prime, you may have a free sub, which you can use not here or anywhere. It's up to you. Thank you very much, Elite Shay, for using yours here. You have a reroll to give to a player of your choice.
Whoop. Very well. Okay, Morzin, you're up.
Morrison's gonna take a second to kind of laugh at what's happening, and then go to the lobster that currently has Sela and try and pry her off.
Sure. Yep. Go ahead and make an wait, what is it? An athletics check as you start pulling at Sela to get her off there. And yeah, DC 15. Ooh, so you feel Sela start to, like, you're rocking them off there, but it's just not enough. That the magnetism is holding them down.
All right.
So, what else? Do you have a bonus action and more movement if you'd like?
No, I'm good. I don't really have anything I can do as a bonus, and I'd rather stay here just in case.
Okay. The lobster has noticed that the fish went squish, squish, squish across the floor, and is turning around to go grab the fish. And you run up and you're trying to yank Sela off the back of the creature, and Sela's rocking around a little bit, but hasn't been pulled free. Virgil, you're up. So you're outside, out into the day or late afternoon, and you are escorting a lobster to paradise. What would you like to do now that you're standing? You see the little old lady, about 20 feet.
Walking out, I am leading the lobster. What was her name? It was a crazy one, right? Like Gwendolyn or something.
Bernadette?
Delilah.
Delilah. There we are.
Delilah.
Yeah. Delilah. I'm leading Delilah towards the woman, and as I walk towards the woman, I'm going to say to her, "You know how to control these things, right?"
Huh? Oh, Delilah. She's a wonderful creature. Look, she's beautiful. Do you like her jewelry?
Can we leave her in your care whilst we get the other things?
Oh, hell no. She'll bite me and probably kill me. Once she realizes I don't have food. Are you crazy? Why would you can't leave these things alone. They're just eating machines.
I just gotta call back to the rest of the group. We may have a slight problem.
Huh?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. We've got everything under control. Maybe when we get the other one out here, and I'm making sure I am not speaking in lobster. Maybe when we get the other one out here, we could get the rock to keep them in control.
Do we hear this from inside?
Yeah. You guys are right inside the door. So yeah, we'll are pretty close to inside the door. We'll say yeah, the door's open, and you hear Virgil yelling that back to you.
Okay. That might be more of a problem than you think.
Can Vixnix use her action now?
Sure, yeah, good.
She's going to go back to the room, and instead of using the mage hand on the fish that he has out there tempting the one, she's going to get another piece.
Okay.
We'll have 2 pieces to try to drag the other one out.
Okay.
Well, not drag, but entice.
Sure. We'll say you peek right into the inside of that room, because it's right there to your right, and you make your mage hand move over and grab another piece of dead. This one looks more like some kind of water-bound insect, like a water strider kind of thing, and you pull that out and bring it across the room.
Yeah.
Okay. To entice it. Awesome. So do you want to let Fred the lobster, do you want to let him see what you're bringing in, or do you want to keep that behind him?
I want to keep it behind him until I guess my next action so I can try to draw him out because I'm not sure I have enough to be able to draw him out with it now.
Okay. Sure, yeah. He's heading towards the one that's on the floor right now, not paying any mind to you because you're behind him. And yeah, you have that. Okay, so you have the next piece at the ready. Cool. Okay. And okay, Virgil, did you want to do anything after you get out here?
Don't get too close to it, sir. You'll be stuck.
I'm just going to keep walking, staying ahead of the creature leading it.
Okay.
Yes, paradise this way. God, please hurry up, guys, please.
Okay. Why don't you just move it over there by that metal pole and just have it stick itself to it?
That is a great idea.
I mean, you know they do that, right? They just kind of sticky stick stuff. There you go. Just find something big enough that it can't move.
Is there a metal movable crate anywhere?
There are wooden crates with metal on them.
That might do.
I was wondering about the quote-unquote baby's playpen that's supposed to have wheels. For an ogre baby, would it be metal? Could we stick it to that later? Maybe.
You have to ask somebody that knows.
I'm just thinking of two lobsters sort of spinning around on the wheels as the playpen's moving.
It'll be healthy for them. They like that. It's like a Ferris wheel or something. That it's great.
Like an out-of-water swimming exercise.
Right? Yeah.
And Virgil's listening to them. Whoa! 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 Okay. Okay, so Virgil, you're heading
Looks like I got
towards
more
wooden
food.
crates with the metal binding.
Yeah.
Is that what
Yeah,
you-
I'm gonna try and lead it past the crates with the metal bindings. Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Okay, so you're leading that out there, and that won't be a problem. Next turn, you'll be able to do what you need to do there. Okay, so Lobster's turn. That one is out there minding you, just bugging you the whole time. Where is Paradise? Boy, I'm hungry. Hey, I know her. As you pass the professor. Are we there yet? I'm hungry. So the one on the inside skitters over and grabs the fish off the floor and just shovels it into its gaping little mouth. And you hear this crunch and sloshing sound as the lobster crams the fish into its gullet. And then it looks around, looks forward, and then turns around, and Sela, your view changes from looking over here to looking over there, and it turns back and looks at you, Morzin, and Zixnix, and just kind of. Wait. Let's see if it sees the floating bug thing. Oh yeah. So Vixnix notices the aquatic bug, large aquatic bug that your mage hand is holding up, and it starts going towards you. Are you going to try to keep it from it?
Yes, because I want to use it to entice it out the door.
Sure.
So
Yep.
up high enough that it can't reach it.
Okay. I'm just gonna try to reach up and grab it. Yeah. I don't know. I can't really. Shouldn't really use your AC for that. We'll say that you float it up high enough. Actually, it's gonna try to climb up Morzin to get it.
Oh no!
Wait.
Sorry.
What?
Morzin.
We have had some
Okay.
gifts from chat as well, so everyone except for Kyle now has a reroll, and Sela also has a temporary HP. Sorry, my voice is going. Oh my.
Oh, thank you. So
Nice.
what is that like? Like just 1 point?
Yeah, 1 point in your temporary HP pool.
Oh, Thank you.
Okay, so Morzin, this creature, this large lobster creature, starts climbing up you like it's using you for a ramp. Would you like to make? Can you make an athletics check or acrobatics check as you're able to try to like get out from under this thing before it actually starts climbing up on you? It's pretty big, but what's this plus? So this plus 3. Oh, how is that? Wow. Okay, see, it's only a 6 with its modifier. So yeah, you managed to quickly dodge out from underneath it, and it's unable to reach without climbing. It's unable to reach the mage hand with the bug in it. So Vixnix will have you'll be able to move that and stuff on your turn. Sela, you're up. You see the lobs. Well, you see from your stuck point, the lobster is trying to hop up and get the thing.
I'm gonna do something stupid, and if it works, it's even more stupid.
Yay, best plans ever.
I'm going to try and use my weight to like and push forward as it's trying to climb up. So if it's like trying to climb up, I want to sort of use my weight to tip it over so that I can be the one that's like doing the crawling.
Oh wow. Okay, so you're gonna flip it so that it's on your back.
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check. Oh my.
Oh come on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please.
Okay. So. Oh boy. All right. So you rock this thing. You feel all the legs on the one side of it kind of lift up a little bit, and then you rock back, and it's you roll over, and now you are down on all fours, and you're like a 6 foot, like 300-pound lobster on your back. And it's like everybody else, you can see it like its legs and claws are just flailing. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you just changed his whole perspective on life. So what would you like to do with the lobster on your back?
It doesn't feel good, does it? It's good I didn't spit on you. I'm gonna crawl outside now, and I'm gonna just sort of try and crawl.
Okay.
With this lobster on my back.
So it's so heavy. It's so damn heavy, but you're in. Yeah. We'll say that you make it right outside the door, because I think that I don't want anything else to happen before Virgil's able to see this and the old lady. Yeah, immediately as you get outside the door, the old lady's sitting there in like a lawn chair.
Well, that's something I've never seen before in my entire life. Holy hell.
The question is it stuck to... No, am I stuck to it, or is it stuck to me?
Either way, it's pretty weird looking.
And Virgil, yeah, you see Sela crawling out, almost like low crawling out with the lobster on her back. Not bad. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna take a turn. To lobster backpack it. Okay, so Virgil, the lobster out with you is getting kind of impatient. Okay, well, we've gone long enough. I need to eat.
Have they by chance stuck to anything yet?
I know you said you're leading. Are you leading it towards the metal post or the crates with the metal metal on them?
The crates would be movable, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'd lead it towards the crate.
Okay, so you lead it towards the crate, and it gets within 5 feet of the crate, or there's several crates here. Do you want to just get it by one, or do you want to...
Oh, yeah, I don't want a pandemonium. I'm not sure yet which way's more, the crate or the lobster, so either the crate's going to snap itself to the lobster, or the lobster's going to snap itself to the crate, and I only want to go near one. I don't want to crush the thing under many.
Yeah, you can tell that the lobster weighs more than these crates. This thing weighs probably close to 300 pounds. So, if you want to bring it by crates, I mean, you can bring it by one and have the crate snap to it, or bring it by a pile of them and have it bury itself in crates for the moment. Or
As I get closer to the crates and realize that it's far heavier than the crates, I will change my perspective quickly and be like, "Oh, silly me, wrong way, nice lobster. Let's go over this way near this shiny metal pole."
okay, yes, there's some kind of like street lamp type thing, not too far away from you, and it walks over with you towards the street lamp and gets close enough that, okay, I need to eat soon. Gonna have to start eating somebody. What are we doing? Where is paradise? And zip. And it just gets close enough that it whoop. And now it's kind of sideways right off the ground, like only a couple inches off the ground, stuck to this pole. This is unfortunate. This is I need to help me. Help me. Help me. Do you have food? Help me, please. I'm stuck.
Help is very soon on its way. Very soon. And I just start walking back towards the compound.
Okay. And the other lobster is kind of actually it's going to do a strength check to try to get off of you now. What's its strength? This +3. Oh, yeah. So it's trying to rock you back over to the other side, Sela, but you have dug in. You know, you have lobster backpacked across Europe. You know how this goes, and you know you're holding fast, and the lobster's just on your back, flailing all its appendages. And okay, so Sela, you're up.
Wait, I'm up?
I think so. Yeah, it's your
Because
turn.
I just went.
Then how is it the lobster's turn?
Maybe
Did
it
we
was
skip
the lobster's
Molza?
turn and then it was my turn?
Yeah, you're after the lobsters on the turn order, right? Did I do that right?
Did we skip
Morzan,
Morzan? Did you have a go, Morzan?
Because it's...
Morzan, Virgil, lobsters, Sela, Vixnix, and I just had the lobsters go over there.
And before them, it was me. I think.
No, Virgil's goes before them, and he walked over to the crates. We'll start. Maybe it's Morzan. Maybe it's Morzan. We'll start at the top of the order because it seems like they're going. That went too quick. Morzan, what would you like to do? You see Sela crawl out the front door with the lobster on her back, and Vixnix has more food in the mage hand. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna hold my action and just kind of keep watching while trying not to fall over laughing.
Okay. Okay, so you're trying not to laugh too much. Okay. And what would you like to hold your action to do?
I'm not really sure, to be honest with you.
Okay. Maybe do you want to walk outside the building to keep an eye? I mean, there's really nothing going on in here anymore. You can stay in here if you'd like. But it seems that both lobsters have been taken outside the building. Do you want to go out there and assess the situation?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Yeah, you go out and Sela's right there, and then you can see Virgil walking back towards the building that you're coming out of, and the other lobster is stuck to a metal street pole over about 20 feet over. Okay, so you'll just hang out until you see something going down. Virgil, you are heading back. You can easily get back to the building. You can get over to Sela, or you can get over to Morzan. They're both right towards the entrance of the laboratory.
I'll actually head over towards Vixnix, just to find a nice, calm space.
Okay.
To calm down.
Okay, sure. You head back into the building, and Vixnix is there, and you see that she has in her possession an additional food source. And okay, if you're not doing anything, then we'll go back.
I'm as far as I'm concerned, I'm ready to go and look for the cat, fish, or baby.
Okay. Both lobsters are pretty much stuck at this point, except for the one on Sila's back. I'm going to give it a roll. Okay, which it failed. Okay, so yep, you're ready to move on, and Sila, you're up.
Okay. Do I see anything? Like, do I see what Virgil's been up to outside once I'm out there? Can I see what he's been doing?
Yeah, it's hard to miss. Right in front of you, about 20 feet in front of you, you see a lobster stuck to a street lamp. So
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna try and how do I do this? I'm gonna crawl my way over to the street lamp. This is gonna go poorly. And yeah, I'm gonna try and move as much as I can with my 45 movement, though I'm assuming it's halved because of the 300-pound lobster on my back. I'm gonna try my best to just beeline towards the street lamp and see if I can get the lobster to stick to it. Is there anything else I can hold on to in the meantime? On my way, I mean?
Well, I mean, you pass the little old lady in a lawn chair.
I'm not gonna hold on to that.
Other than that, it's kind of dirt out here.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna crawl over to the street lamp
Okay.
and just let the lobster fly.
Okay. Yep. As you crawl by the professor, and she's like, "Well, keep on trucking, I guess." Yeah. And you crawl by and you get to the street lamp. And how do you want to transfer possession of the lobster from you to the street lamp?
It's like a focused magnetism?
It seems that the top of this thing's shell is magnetized.
Oh, God. Can I, when I get to the pole, can I try and use it to pull myself up and then try and slip so that the pole it's gonna take a lot to do, I know, but try and slip and move out of the way, I guess. I don't know.
Sure. Okay. So you get to the pole.
Okay.
Start standing up with this thing, the pure weight of this thing trying to pull you backwards.
Oh, God.
And standing up, and you're still holding onto the pole so that you don't get pulled over. And you're gonna try to turn so that this thing sticks to the pole.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a DC 15 strength check. We'll do this one with advantage because you have something else that it can stick to. See if you can turn and wiggle this thing off you or push this thing off you and onto the pole.
Straight up strength check?
No, athletics check with advantage.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't even need it. Okay. So you quickly turn and this thing goes from to, and now there's two lobsters, one on each side of this pole, both with their legs out, trying to get some ground. The pole looks pretty sturdy, though it's kind of it's doing a little bit of this. The lobsters are using their weight and kind of, but for right now, it's sturdy enough to hold them.
Okay. I'm just gonna just stare at them at this point, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Sorry, but this is...
You're fine, I'm dropping F-bombs all over the place.
Okay, so you combat is over, and the lobsters are neutralized. So the four of you meet back up right inside the laboratory. And what would you like to do?
Not eat the fish. So probably just drop it. I don't think anyone else should eat it either.
I don't want to eat it.
No, that was very weird. I didn't expect... Well, I mean, I should have expected it. I work with this kind of thing.
See, she should have thought to put legs on the top. That would have been better.
But it is fortunate for us that That did not happen?
Well, now she'll think it through.
Oh no. Uh,
And so where are we heading next?
Shall we go and look for maybe the fish?
Pick a door.
I'm looking forward to you two sorting out the fish.
fishbowl. Let's go to the fishbowl.
We don't
So-
know which one. Just pick a door. Surprise us. That one. Good.
That one. How did
Yeah.
you know? How did you know? Okay. So you go back in the observing room where you had the bay window and you were looking in on the lobster creatures, and you open up the other door, which is past the secretary type desk. And what you see next could change your life. Let's see here. In the next room, you'll see that it's another observing type room with another door straight ahead and another big bay window. And inside the bay window, you see this room is much taller than the room with the lobsters. This is it's more tall than it is wide. And in the center of this room, you will also see sand, and you will also kind of see water, but it's a little different. You see a very large, what looks to be a fishbowl in the shape of a fishbowl, but there's no bowl, there's no glass. It looks like the water itself is in the shape of a fishbowl, and inside is sand, which you can see comes up around, fills up the bottom of the fish bowl, and there is a shark on the inside. So this bowl itself looks to be probably, I'd say 15 foot tall and about 13 feet wide. And on the other side of that room, there looks to be...
Sorry.
That's okay. There's a large bay door, presumably how they get this thing in and out. But there's a large bay door, and there is a door, a personnel door on the left of in that room as you're looking through the bay window. But you can see a shark swimming, and there's like a little castle in there, like you'd put in a goldfish bowl, like for the fish to swim inside of and stuff. There's a castle in there with a regular sized shark swimming inside this water, this bowl-shaped water. There's no glass, just the water itself is the shape of the bowl.
Okay, so the doctor said to beat it. How do we beat? Is there a beater around? Do we see any something that looks like how next to pools you see the noodles and you see the nets?
The
Next
skimmer.
to this, what do we see?
Yeah. Inside the room, you don't see anything.
Oh,
There's nothing.
I think I need the
there-
piece of fish back.
Oh,
maybe.
Okay.
You're muted. Scratch.
yeah, you mean.
You say there's no glass. Can we touch the water?
So I guess I should have told you, but next in this room, when you're looking through the bay window, there is a door to the left of the bay window that leads straight in. And if you open up that door, this is like an access hallway that you can see where you feed the remember the hatch that you opened up to feed the lobsters. This has like a bucket in there with a bunch of fish. Basically, this is the hallway they walk through to feed things in the experiment rooms. So, and to get into the one with the fish bowl. So if you walk into this hallway, the first door to the right leads into the fish bowl. And there's a hatch on the left that leads into the lobsters. Well, you could throw food into the lobsters. If you open up and you look into the fishbowl room, the shark sees you immediately and starts swimming circles inside the water. And you see the water, the fishbowl made of water inside the room. You said, what'd you say about the glass, Scrap?
So there's no glass, right? It's just water shaped.
So
Yeah,
I think
shape-
we used the fish to test you on this, Virgil. We dangle the fish and see if the shark comes out to get it, and then we try to poke the fish at the water and see if it goes through.
I love that plan. That works.
But what if the shark goes through and then falls out and it's flopping to its death and we can't carry it because it's a shark and it will still eat us?
Then you give it mouth to mouth when it's unconscious and back in the water.
We could just get like a helmet full of water and put it on its head.
That could be plan B. No, we're on E.
If you give mouth to mouth to a fish, do you give mouth to gill?
Yes, but you have gills, so it's fine. I'm sure it
Gill
works
to
that way.
gill?
Yes.
How unsanitary.
My gills are sensitive. Okay, let's try.
You seem to
That's
know a lot
plan
about
D,
this.
don't worry about it.
You seem to know a lot about this, Vixnix. Is it perhaps one of your guilty pleasures?
Oh.
No, that's simple science. It's science.
Guilty.
Oh no.
It hurts the heart.
Okay, so let's lob a fish at it.
Great and glorious mage hand. Pick up a fish, see if the shark comes out to get it when it's waved in front of it. If the shark doesn't go out, see if the fish will pass through the water.
Okay. So are you inside the room, outside the room? How do you want to do this?
She'll go inside the room.
Okay. So
She's
Vixnix
adventurous.
Vixnix walks inside the room, and you hold the use your mage hand and take the fish across the room, and you hold it in front of the water, and you see the shark like looking at it, and it's just sitting there swimming in place, staring at the fish.
Okay. So if I move the mage hand with the fish towards the shark, does it pass?
Do you want to push it through the water?
I want to see if you can.
Okay, sure. You make the mage hand go into the water, and you push the fish into the water. It's almost as if this is Jello, almost like Jello consistency. You push, you hear the fish slide into the water, and the shark immediately lashes out and grabs the fish and tears it down real quick.
Does the water
Blood come out of into the water.
Does the bottom of the bowl look like it has feet or anything?
No.
No.
It looks exactly like a fishbowl, although it looks like clear Jello.
So, quick note, the doctor said don't bleed near the bowl, the water. What if we bleed, it will swim outside, or maybe the bowl itself will move?
Do fish bleed?
Yeah.
Can we make
That's
one
how
of
you
the
attract sharks.
Can we make one of the fishes bleed? To attract the shark?
Oh, I totally meant we bleed the fish, of course. I didn't mean anything else.
I mean, I know, Celia, you weren't talking about self-sacrifice. That would be crazy.
Yeah, we are
Okay.
more valuable.
Take one of the dead fish with the mage hand because she doesn't want to touch them, and see if it can be broken to cause it to bleed, or she'll take out a dagger and poke it about 10 feet away from the bowl.
Okay. So you carry a new fish in. You bring your mage hand out into this hallway, this feeding hallway, and you carry in another fish and you drop it on the floor and you karate chop the shit out of it with your mage hand.
Yeah.
Until
Sushi.
until yeah.
Science.
And until it scientifically bleeds on the floor.
Right.
And about 10 feet away. And after a moment, the liquid, the jello-like liquid of the bowl lashes out and quickly snatches up that fish and goes back to form, and you see the fish go inside the bowl and float, and then the shark comes over and eats it.
But it didn't move.
The bowl didn't move, no.
Drats.
It
Good
was able-
science.
It was able to reach out and grab it.
Yeah, good science. We should try something else.
I'm gonna try and punch the bowl.
Okay.
Fixnix would like to be farther away for that.
Do I have to roll anything for that? What do I have to roll?
Roll
We're-
bowl punch.
We're right there with you, Sela. We're right beside you. Got you all the way. From the other side of the room.
Definitely.
Yeah, Vixnix wants to stand by Virgil. That seems like a good plan over there.
Go ahead. Make an unarmed attack.
Okay. I'll just
Right behind you.
roll strike.
Well, I mean, make a straight up attack roll.
Oh, like that. That will. Wait. Without my strength. Like,
Yeah, an
would
unarmed
my strength
attack.
modifier be?
You can add strength and proficiency. It's just like you're using a weapon. You can use like
Oh.
a weapon, strength-based weapon.
Oh, with proficiency, that would be 25. Unless you want me to roll again.
Can you roll an attack? That's not an attack though. That's a strength check. Well, never mind. I guess it doesn't matter. So just strength and yeah. Okay, you're right. Same digits. Whatever. So yeah, you wind up and you punch it, and the bowl goes. The outside of it goes wiggles a little bit, and oh boy, the bowl moves, and okay. So the bowl like tries to slide on you, tries to enter your space. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as the bowl is getting ready to bulldoze you over.
Oh. Oh.
Haha.
Okay. What's the DC? Choose not to suffer the. What's the saving throw? Stand by.
Okay.
DC 16 dex save. Oh, okay. Okay.
Would rerolls have to be before I know the result, or can I do it after I know the result?
You can do it after you know the result.
Okay.
Yeah, the result's a failure.
Okay,
So
yeah,
DC
then.
16. So you want to use your reroll? You might,
Yes.
You might want to.
Oh, great!
Oh boy.
It's the worst.
Okay. On a failed save, the bowl enters the creature's space, and the creature takes 3d10 plus 6 piercing damage and is engulfed. The engulfed creature can't breathe. Well, except for you. You can breathe. It's restrained and takes 3d10 plus 6 piercing damage at the start of each of the bowl's turns. When the bowl moves, the engulfed creature moves with it. An engulfed creature can try to escape. Okay. So yeah, you punch the bowl, it quivers, and then it starts moving over top of you, and you are
Okay.
now inside the bowl, and you see this shark looking down at you,
Great.
and it looks as though it's going to try to come down and bite you.
Do we
And
know,
let's roll initiative again.
like just sort of leaning into Vixnix and Morzen, I assume's joined us. Do we know anything really about sharks? Any of you, maybe you went scuba diving on your holidays or something?
Morrison, you can roll a nature check and see if you recognize, from your studies, anything about this kind of shark-like containment situation.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You've heard of stuff like this before. It's a very interesting way. You think that these, this kind of shark and this kind of bowl, they're kind of like magically attached to each other. Like it's like symbiotic almost. They coexist. They co-inhabit each other. So you can't really take the shark out of the bowl without killing the bowl, and you can't really, you can kill the shark and the bowl will survive, and vice versa. But they're kind of like magically attached to each other.
Okay.
And okay, so where are we at as far as initiative? Let me see this, big guys. That is perfectly understandable for an initiative. Okay, so that's a big -1 on the initiative. Okay. -1. All right, so where are we at here? So, Mixnix has 14. Okay, so it looks like Virgil's first. So Virgil and Vixnix and Sela. Okay, and Morzin. And okay, perfect. So, Sela, you get sucked up by the jelly ooze like fishbowl of doom and sharkiness. And let's see here. Virgil, you hear Morzin say, "Oh, okay," he kind of recognizes that what this is.
Morzan, you recognize this?
Yeah. It looks like one can't sustain itself without the other.
So we need to keep them together to move them successfully.
That would be my guess.
Okay. Okie dokie. How far did it move to engulf Sela? Just 5 feet.
Yeah.
I'm going to go stand on the other side of the bowl.
Okay.
I'm going to use my whip from 10 feet away, using my reach, and try and whip the bowl to see if it only moves 5 feet or if it comes to get me too.
Okay. Oh, Sela, go ahead and roll your. Oh no, I guess it's 1. What's your damage? I'm sorry. For unarmed strike, so it's 1 plus your strength mod. What's your strength mod?
Oh, 4.
4. Okay. So 1, so 5. Okay, and Virgil, you said you're gonna whip it. Go ahead and whip it into shape. Shape it up. Oh, that's a successful whip right there.
Yeah, it feels good. Feels good, man.
And go ahead and roll damage. So you slash into the jelly. Okay. 2 damage. Wait, what?
We're not trying to hurt it, right? We're just trying to move it, right? I say to the room in general.
I'm not quite shark, actually.
I didn't catch that you all spoke at once.
They're stunned.
Okay. I'm not going to add any smite to it then.
Good plan.
Good. I just whip it for 2 and see if it tries to come and engulf me.
Okay, see, so when you slash through it, it actually when you slash through it with the whip, it actually you separate it, and you can see that it's not water on the inside of it. It's filled with the same substances on the outside. It's jelly. It's like a jellyfish or what are those things on the beach? The clear things that wash up on the beach. I forget what they're called. But yeah, it's like this the whole way through. And Sela, as you're on the inside, you notice breathing through your gills that this doesn't taste like water.
Oh, ooh.
You're breathing in creature.
Ew.
So yeah, it's like a plastic taste. Enjoy that for a while.
Oh. Enjoy that for a while.
Yeah, just have that up. Okay, so Vixnix. Yeah, Virgil takes a slash at it. Sela's floating around the inside, thankfully able to breathe in it.
It didn't move?
It took your slash. It didn't move. It didn't look like it.
Turns to Morzan and Vixnix.
It's like it didn't have its turn to move. Remember before we weren't on a turn.
Oh, I thought it was like a reaction or something to being hit. Okay.
Does Sela seem like she's doing okay with the shark?
I mean, she's not hurt. She's just in it.
Do you need a hand in there?
You're muted.
What I said was.
Yeah, probably hard. Probably hard for either of you to understand each other's speech when you're in there.
So she points at herself, points at you, and makes swimming motions, and then kind of like a back and forth, like yeah, maybe. Shrug.
So she's swimming around and she shrugs back.
Look at Virgil. Is that a yes or a no? You know her better.
I honestly, at this point, she could start spitting at any second. It's I don't. I mean, we're brief acquaintances. This is maybe our second job together. Your guess is as good as mine.
She'll sigh. She's gonna look at Virgil and go, try hitting it with flat things that don't slash it. And then she's going to cast Alter Self with the idea that she's going to take on an aquatic so that she can go into the tank.
Okay, sure. Okay, so you sprout some gills of your own. And are you
webbing in my toes and feet? Make me good at this stuff.
Are you you're just preparing?
I'm going to cast it. I don't know if I can get in on this round or if it'll be next round by the time I've cast. Because I'm not sure about movement.
Well, I mean, that's up to you. You can try to get in.
Okay, then she will cast it and try to get in. That's the goal.
So you cast it and you run up to the creature, the ooze creature, and you go to jump inside of it, and you jump in and you are in jelly hell. You can breathe, tastes like plastic, and there's a shark in here with you.
She has to tell Sela that Sela should have warned her it tasted nasty. You should have told me.
I couldn't exactly. Wait, can we hear each other in here?
Yeah, sure. In here. Sure.
Okay. I couldn't talk with all this gel around me.
Ew.
Okay. So yeah, you hop in. You adapt and you hop in. And let's see, Sela, you're up.
Okay. Considering my gill stuff aspect thing of my simic hybrid body gives me the ability to swim the same as my speed, would I be able to move around in this?
Sure.
And also, has the shark hurt me yet?
No, it looks like it's getting ready to. It really looks like it's getting ready to bite you.
Okay, I'm going to try and there aren't any like fish or anything around in the bowl aside from the shark, are there?
Nope, just a castle and a little fake treasure, well, not little, but a fake treasure chest and sand on the bottom.
Okay. I'm going to try and I guess move, and I'm going to try and leave the gel.
Okay, so you start swimming and you swim past Vixnix and you go to swim out and thump, you hit the side and it's like it doesn't want to let you out. Not without trying.
Can I force myself through? Can I like try and dig my fingers through and pull myself out?
Sure. An engulfed creature can try to escape by taking an action to make a DC 15 strength check. On success, the creature escapes and enters a space of its choice within 5 feet of the bowl.
I'm sorry, Vixnix, but I have to go.
Thanks for stopping by.
I'm sorry you got yourself into this. Bye.
You get the dirtiest of looks. The absolute dirtiest of looks.
you managed to pull this thing apart and squeeze out. I don't know if you've ever seen the second Ace Ventura movie, which you're like coming out of the rhino. It's just and you plop out of the side of the bowl and onto the floor. And
Oh my god, that's a throwback.
you look back in and you see Vixnix just floating around in there and the shark staring her down like she's a meal.
I guess I hold my hand out and I'm like, come on, and I'm like holding my hand out.
Okay. Okay. So who's next? Morzen. So you see Morzen, you see Sela escape the clutches of the ooze with the shark inside of it. And you see Vixnix hop in to join her, and then Sela run away. Be birthed out onto the floor, and Vixnix still inside, and Virgil slashed at it. What would you like to do?
Okay. Quick reminder, what exactly are we supposed to do with this fishbowl?
The professor said that to bring it, I mean, it's just one of the experiments that has to go. All you have to do is just take it out. It said it'll move.
Okay. Let's do something stupid and try an Eldritch blast the fishbowl to move.
Okay. Go ahead and make your Eldritch Blast rolls. If you click on your Roll20 character sheet, you know this. Okay. Oh yeah. That is a definite hit. This thing takes up most of the room. It's very, very easy to hit. Go ahead and make damage. Click on the name for the damage roll.
Thank
Okay,
you, Roll
that
for
hits
Z
well.
for the biddies. Roll for Z, you can gain a temporary HP to a player of your choice.
How do I roll for damage?
Just click on the name Eldritch Blast in the chat, like where it pops up.
So not on your character sheet, on the actual chat window. There you go.
Okay. Let's see here. And how much was that? Okay, so go ahead and click it again on Eldritch Blast again because you hit with both of them. So you can do it twice. So we have 9. And ooh,
Nice.
another 14. Yeah. Okay. Very, very nice. Okay. So you blast it twice, and the amorphous figure does a lot of shaking. On the inside of that, Vixnix, you get a feeling inside of you. You feel pain, not physical pain, but like I'd say like more emotional pain, as though this thing is projecting its pain on you. And it's kind of sad, just so sad. It's hard, fishbowl life is hard out there. So Morzen, you shoot it a couple times. It doesn't seem to be. I mean, it's not doing anything right now, though. It didn't look like it enjoyed it any.
All right, I guess that's it.
Okay. So Morzen's 4. Okay, so the fishbowl, though it didn't do anything right when you shot it, it now starts to move and shift towards you, and part of it forms into like a club, a pseudopod, a club-like shake weight. It forms into a shake weight and lunges out at you, Morzen, and tries to hit you. What's the modifier? Holy moly. Okay. And let's see here. 20 plus. Does a 14 hit, Morzen?
No, a 14 just misses.
Ooh, nice. So you're observing this creature or this ooze after you shoot it with your Eldritch Blast, and you see it starting to form the shake weight, starting to form the club-like appendage, and it juts out at you, and you just narrowly dodge to the side as it flies by you and hits the wall, and you see that it retracts, and like there's the wall is actually broken in that spot. It looks like it hits pretty hard. It apparently did not like it that you were trying to or that you were shooting at it. Vixnix, the shark on the inside, dives down at you and tries to bite you. Dives down at you with very, very fast speed for a shark. Oh, not that fast. Does a 14 hit?
My AC is a 14 right now.
Ooh, okay. So the shark dives down at you with unnatural speed and takes a bite out of your shoulder. You can take your pick. Left, right? Anyone you partial to?
Left.
Left? Okay, it's the left shoulder it is. As you begin to turn, and it takes a chunk out of your left shoulder for 19 points of piercing damage as it...
Holy moly.
Your blood begins to spill out into the bowl, and you're looking at the eyes of a shark that is biting into you, and you see its eyes go from black, from like a pure black, no pupils, pure black, to red, like a dark crimson red, and it feels like it's just ready to clamp down even harder on you. And that's its turn. So we're back to the top of the order. Virgil, you're up.
Oh, hi. This does not look like it's going well. I'm looking at the massacre inside the bowl, and I'm sort of looking towards Seela and Morzan, and I'm like, okay, so it looks like it's hurting Vixnix a fair amount. I have Moonbeam, but like, it only lasts for 1 minute, but it could force the bowl to move in certain directions. Like if we put it in the opposite direction, it could try and move away from it. The downside to Moonbeam is it would also stop Vixnix from being able to breathe water, because it could force her out of her shapeshifted form. You know, there's pros and cons, is what I'm saying.
So maybe not that, but try and see if there's a way we can push it without hurting it. Like maybe a shield or a metal sheet.
I do have a shield. I am a shield and whip person. I will take my shield and I will push it.
Okay. Do you want to push it towards the bay door?
Most definitely.
Okay. It's very, very, very large.
And I am oh so very weak.
You can make a shove attack.
Also, how bad is Vixnix looking?
So very, very bad.
Seela, I'm going to give my shield to you. You seem much stronger than I. I think it will just go better. This is very big. I think I'm actually going to cure Vixnix a little bit. They look kind of dead.
Sure.
Or at least getting towards dead, I'm just going to give them a little bit of curing. And I will cast Cure Wounds on Vixnix at level 2.
It's getting a little cloudy in there. Okay.
15 HP.
That's lovely.
There you go. So yeah, Vixnix, you start to feel yourself heal up inside the creature, and good, very good. And Virgil, you hand your shield to Seela?
I do. I hand my shield to Seela.
Okay. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so who's next? Vixnix. A little bit of health back. Your bleeding is stopped, at least for the moment.
So am I in its mouth and I can't get away, or can I try to swim away?
No, you can try to swim away. It bit down on you, but like it it's not clamped on you. So yeah, you're not.
She's totally going to panic, swim away, doesn't matter what direction, and try to claw her way out.
Okay. Sure, you swim over towards the edge. Go ahead and make a athletics check as you try to pull your way out, birth yourself through the side. Can you do athletics?
Sorry.
Just
I
that.
hit the wrong
No,
one.
it's okay. But I need you to do it just that good. There you go. See? Okay, good. Yes. So you fall out onto the floor. Still injured, but alive. And actually, I mean, you're still bleeding a little bit.
A little, but not nearly as bad as she was.
No, not nearly as bad.
Pixnix, are you okay? You look kind of bloody.
Thank you to whoever did the healing. I don't know who did it, but thank you.
That was me. You're welcome.
Thank you. Now I'm going to set the whole thing on fire. She has these like really big wild eyes right now.
Okay.
Vengeance will be yours.
Fire. Okay.
Okay. Sela, you see a very vexed Vixnix.
The Vexnix.
Yeah. What would you like to do?
I'm going to try. First of all, how big is the shield in comparison to the bow? I know the bow is like cool, but does the shield look like it would be able to sort of bounce the bow away if I were to hit it?
It's a kite shield. Virgil stands somewhere around 6 foot, I think. 6'1", and it would cover them from shoulder to knee.
Okay. So I'm going to use the shield, like sort of hold it from the bottom, or maybe like actually take it, and I'm gonna try and shield bash the ball in the direction of the exit of this.
Okay. You can do that. I would suggest, just from you looking at it, you're probably going to want to get that door open soon because it needs to have a way to get out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not close enough to the edge for that to be a problem. You can shield bash it over to the bay door, but then after that, I would have the door open before, so you give it a place to a way to lead it out.
Okay. All right. How far away are we from the door?
It's only
How
like
close are we?
10 feet.
Okay. Can I move, open the doors, and then do that?
No, because you'd have to go the whole way around to the other side of it. You'd have to
True.
go over to the door and then and then come back over and then bash it.
Right, and it's like pretty.
You can bash it and you push it right up against the door. That'll get you your, you'll get your full use out of it. You're not going to jip yourself any. I'm just letting you know, like for future, like the next push or whatever to it is going to push it into the door.
Okay.
I'm sure I could open the door. That's fine.
Yeah, okay. Wait, so are you saying like this push will push it towards the door, or a push after this push?
Yeah, you're good. You can push it to the door with this push, and then the next one will push it out.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, then I will do that.
Okay. So yeah.
And I'll call out. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. Just do your shove attack, and then even if you want to, you can interact with the object. Go over and there's a button right beside the door. You can just. It's
Okay.
pretty obvious that's how you get it open.
Okay. What do I roll for shove?
Just a regular attack. Just do any strength-based weapon attack, and
Okay, I'll just roll.
you just don't do damage. You shove it.
Okay, 1d20 plus 7. 16?
Okay. Yeah, it's got an AC of not a lot. So yeah, I would be surprised if anybody misses. So yeah, so you poof, and you shove it, and it quivers, and it rocks it, and it slides across the floor. Yeah, doesn't push it too far. It's very big. I mean, it has a shark on the inside of it, amongst other things.
Mhm.
But yeah, you slide it across the floor a little bit, and it's like right up, almost up against the bay door that leads to the outside.
Okay. I'm just gonna point towards where the switch thingy is, and I'm just gonna be like, "Somebody open the door!" And I'm gonna hold the shield at the ready again for my
Okay.
next turn.
Okay, awesome. Let's see here, Morzan. What would you like to do with the current situation?
I'm gonna go push the button to open the door.
Nice. Solid move. Okay, so you walk over. Sela points it out. You walk over. You push a button, and the door. You hear like clockwork, and the bay door slides up into place. It clicks into place, and you can see the outside. This looks like the back of the building. And anything else you'd like to do? I mean, that doesn't take anything up. That's just your movement and your interact with the object.
I'd like to go. No, actually, that would be it for now.
Oh, you cut out. What'd you say you'd like to do?
I was thinking of doing something, but I'm just gonna be done.
Okay, sure. So you hit the button and you give it a perfect way to get out, and it looks like it's an easy push. Let's see here. So 5. Okay. It's the thing. The thing is so Vixnix, you get to your feet and you're all pissed off and you want to burn this thing down, and you turn around to look at the creature that just had you, that you were just inside of, and you see that the shark is like right up against the edge of it, staring at you with its red eyes. And you see the outside of the the bowl begin to get bigger and move outward. The bowl stretches out, and as the bowl stretches out, the shark's face follows it until it stretches out to you and peels back. And the shark tries to bite you again, Vixnix.
Awesome. I mean, out of character, Vixnix is ticked off beyond belief, but awesome.
Yeah. The thing, it's got a taste of you, and you must taste good because it's trying again. Does a 16 hit?
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Even with your mage armor?
Yeah, her actual armor class is only like 11.
Oh,
So
boy.
the mage armor makes it a 14.
19 points of piercing damage. As you just got out of this, you're starting to heal up a little bit, and the shark pulls itself partially out of the ooze and clamps down on you again. This time only getting your forearm, but as it bites and then releases, it's like its teeth scrape over your skin.
It hit an artery. She's down. She's negative.
What?
Wait, didn't he just heal you though?
Yeah. She only had 21 hit points.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, dude. Killed by shark is not a bad way to go. She is at -2. I don't know how 5th ed does that, but she's at -2.
You'd just be unconscious into death saving throws. Which is fine.
Okay. So it bites you, yeah. Like you said, it must have nicked an artery, and you're getting woozy, and then fall over. And the shark quickly retracts back into the ooze. Who was the last one to hit the ooze? Was that Morzan? Morzan, the ooze gets its club thing out again and shoots it out towards you. Ugh.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna assume a 26 hits.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
Even with a shield, I think that would hit. Like shield spell. For 17 points of bludgeoning damage, as the thing shoots out like it did last time, and you're sitting there right by the button, and you feel something hit your back, something hard hit your back, and slam you up against the wall. And this thing, it does, yeah, it doesn't like being messed with. Sorry, I hate it. Okay, so that's its turn. And who's up next? Virgil, top of the order. You're up. You see this thing lashing out at everyone around it.
Okay, well, I can see that Sela and Virgil both have the door and the shoving. Are either of you looking hurt? No? Good. So, Virgil will walk over to, Vixnix and just sort of like pick up their goblin body and just take them away from the bowl, and then place them down and, give another cure wounds to try and pump some HP into you and stabilize you.
Okay. Are you taking Vixnix outside of the building?
I think outside would be dangerous. There could be other things out there. God knows what the lobsters have got up to, so I'll just take her to another area in this room.
Okay. Sure. Just
Maybe
take
back
her over
into
to
the viewing room. Back into the viewing room would be good. That would be nice.
Okay. Yeah. Take her back into the viewing room and heal her up. Sure.
This time just at level 1. I'm not made of spell slots.
I'm not made of spells. These are tough times, you know.
So I pump 5 points of healing into Vixnix.
Okay. Awesome. Anything else?
No, I'll sit and watch out the window and watch Sela and Morzan, fielding the bowl out the door. I'm sure they've got it covered.
Okay. Yeah, Marzan looks a little rough. He just got slammed up against the wall, but yeah, they're getting it. It's fine. It's all fine. Vixnix, you come to, and Virgil is standing over you, and you feel alive.
Barely, but yes. Oh, I hate that thing. I hate that thing so much.
Yes, but it keeps killing you. I suggest that you stay away from it. Huh? I can see the fire in your eyes. That look is scary.
See, I'm thinking fire's the wrong answer. Lightning is the right answer. Lightning is a good answer.
I mean, we kind of want to hold on to our positions in the Simic Combine and, killing the latest priced shark, staying in the Combine, Sometimes, you can take a breather when you get knocked out a bit. You can think about these things and think, hey, maybe I should just go and look for a kitty cat.
You think the kitty cat's going to be better? Have you not noticed the theme?
She said that the kitty cat was a darling creature.
Just gonna blink at you. You've totally got her off the shark thing. She's just gonna blink at you like you've grown a second head. However, as far as any action, she's not going to take one. She kind of totally needs to relax for a little bit with all 2 of her hit points.
You have 5. When you go down, you reset to 0. It's 0.
Oh,
So,
okay. I didn't know that. All right, cool.
Yep.
So she has 5 hit points.
Yep.
She still needs a breather.
Yeah. Take a little bit of you time. Sure. Self-care. Okay. So, whose turn is it next? It is Sela's. This thing is lashing out hardcore. What would you like to do, Sela?
So is it still misshapen, or is it that every time it lashes out, it goes back into its original shape?
Yeah, it goes back into normal. The shark's back on the inside, and you saw like when Virgil took Vixnix out, the shark like followed it with its eyes, and now it's just kind of swimming around again inside of the bowl. Looks excited, but not like particularly gonna eat anybody at this moment.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna sort of be like, I don't know, I still have the shield with me. So, and the door is open and everything, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I'm just gonna sort of push, at the bowl again. And I'm just gonna sort of talk as I'm doing it. I'm just gonna be like, it's okay, buddy. You're going somewhere safe. We're not going to hurt you. There's going to be more fish in the bowl. we're going to be fine. Just don't hurt anyone and you'll be okay. Otherwise you will starve because no one will feed you. I'm pushing it.
Okay.
I don't speak with animals, but I speak out loud. I'm a scientist.
They say if you talk to them, it's like plants. If you talk to ooze
Exactly.
it's it helps. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make your shove attack.
Okay. I'll just do that. 23.
Oh yeah. You give it all your oomph and push it outside the door, and it's a couple feet outside the door, and the shark's like swimming around kind of rapidly, and like
Okay.
looking. Is there anything you'd like to do? Anything else?
So you said there's nothing else in the room? It's just this?
Yep, that was the only thing in this room.
Okay. If I can access my way outside of the room, no wait. I'll try and go out of the room. And where would I be if I do that? Where would I be in regards to the other room before with the tank and the fish and everything?
The exits to this room are the big bay door, which you just shoved this thing out of, and the door that you came in from from that little feeding hallway, and that's it.
Okay. So I guess if it's a little if it's further away from me than everything that I've done so far, all my movement stuff, then I'll just wait until next turn. But my interest is to go back to the feeding area to try and get something to coax this shark.
Okay. So yeah. Well, you shove it out there, and it's like 10 feet from you, so you can walk off.
Okay.
You didn't use any movement yet.
Okay, yeah. Then I'll walk off and I'll head towards the food.
Okay. So you walk back. Morzin, you see Sela is walking back. Are you gonna follow her?
Yeah. I'd like to close the bay.
Ah, smart move. Okay, so you push the button again, and the door comes down to a shut. Yeah. You saw this thing was kind of moving when Sela started to move. But yeah, you cut off its access to the building. Okay, excellent.
There you go, shark outside, easy.
Boom. Yeah, and as the two of you, Morzin, are you following Sela back into the room with the others?
Yeah, I'll follow her back.
Okay, so everybody's out of combat, and as you're making your way into that small hallway, Sela and Morzin, you see plants, like vines, have made their way from into that hallway and are kind of like all through it now. Small little vines are all through the hallway. They seem to be kind of creeping their way through this whole entire facility. All of you meet up. What would you like to do? All of you meet up in the observation thing. What would you like to do?
Are we out of initiative? We're out of initiative, correct?
Yep.
Can I spit at the plant?
Yeah, sure. If you want to, there's
Just
plenty.
If it's starting to move, I just want to just be like, stop it! It's not your turn right now.
Yeah, you spit at the plants in the hallway, and you see that a bunch of them just curl up from your acidic spit and just.
Okay, so now all we need to do is get the baby and the cat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And lightning the fishbowl.
And maybe lightning the fish bowl, bottom of the list. It's a maybe item, maybe. Put a pin in it, maybe think about it for later, Vixnix, don't act rashly.
Yes.
Ooh, put a pin in the fishbowl, and then
Oh, that makes more sense. Yes.
Now we need to go find
metal will help the lightning.
That's
electric science.
That's not quite what I meant. Okay, but this is all good. This is good. We're making progress. Let's go find this kitty cat.
We should try to find the leash first.
Oh, didn't she give us a leash?
No, she said it was in its room.
Oh boy. I haven't seen the baby yet.
No, we have not.
I give the shield back to Virgil, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you again for not letting me be dead.
You're very welcome. That's kind of my job here in the Simic Combine.
People not dead. Okay, so do y'all want to go through the other door that's available to you via this room?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay, Andy, who do you want to enhance a stat?
I was just looking at it. Did I actually? Oh, I touched. I'm sorry. I was just trying to open it to look and see what I could do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Okay, so you open up the door into the next area. It is a very similar viewing area, and you go in, and you see that there is another bay window. Although there is a door to access this bay into this room from the room you're in right now. So there's like a big bay window, and there's a door to the right of it. And you see in the bay window, it looks like a very large nursery. And you see there's a playpen with a large mobile, and on the mobile there's like maces and a shield and a crossbow and stuff spinning around the mobile. And there is a very large playpen that has two metal looks to be doors on the top of it, and it's got a metal mesh siding, and it has wheels on the bottom. And the playpen is probably 5 foot by 6 foot tall. And in the room to the right of that, you see a very large baby, an ogre baby, with a big loincloth sitting on its butt. And it's petting it looks to be like a jaguar type creature, although it's tan, so more like a mountain lion, I guess. A mountain lion type creature, and it's got it gripped up in like a headlock, and it's petting its head, and it's just got a dumb look on its face, and it's petting a cat.
I can be particularly persuasive. I think maybe if we convince it that its mother's outside, maybe we can just lead it out, and this one could be a nice, easy one. Huh?
I like it.
Hey, Tim. Oh, hi. How are you doing?
You want to go in the room? Do you want to open up the door?
I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna say, "Oh, hi, Tim. How are you?"
Okay. The ogre has the cat in the headlock, and it looks up at you.
Do you miss your mommy, Professor Midgenbrow, Procurity?
Kitty.
Kitty, yes. Why don't you and Kitty come this way?
Kitty.
Yes, this way. Kitty.
And the cat's like trying to get out from the clutches of the ogre baby, and the baby's like, bah, and smacks it on the head, and the cat goes unconscious.
Sleepy kitty.
Yes, sleepy kitty. Come, Tim, this way.
Nope. Okay, kitty.
Kitty hungry?
May I try to persuade?
Before you do that, can I maybe help you out?
Yeah.
I think I do want to use enhance ability and do Eagle Splendor, which would give you advantage on all charisma checks. Would that help?
That would be fantastically helpful.
Let's do that.
You feel the splendor wash over you, Virgil.
I do. I feel splendiferous.
Yes.
Okay, now come on. Look, you want to come this way because the professor, she has all these wonderful things waiting for you, and the fish. Do you remember the fish? Do you want to go and see the fish? We can go see the fish outside.
Make a persuasion check with advantage, as you are
15. Do you know what? I'm gonna re-roll that. That is a terrible double set of rolls. I'm going for a re-roll.
Okay.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. I'll take it.
Dirty. Okay.
But Kitty and
Yes, but
What?
outside, you can bring Kitty with you.
it starts to get the ogre baby starts to get up, and it's like a wobbly. It's got really big, thick, tiny legs, or thick, short legs, and a really big top, and it's got the cat in the headlock. You see the cat's not looking too great, as far as maybe more than unconscious. It's got the cat.
If the cat needs healing, I'll pop a cure wounds on it, but I'm not going to try and bring it around. Sleepy Kitty is probably safest kitty at the minute.
And it walks over, kind of all inside. It's like, we go and get something to eat?
Yes, there's bound to be something to eat. Yes, come this way.
Kitty.
You can bring Kitty.
Wee.
And it kind of gobbles over towards you. Hold Kitty. And he throws the cat at you, Virgil.
Okay.
Throws the mountain lion at you.
How much does this thing weigh?
And it smacks into you. But I mean, it's only like 150 pounds, so it's.
Oh, only. Okay.
Why don't you make either a strength save if you'd like to catch it, or a dex save if you'd like to jump out of the way of the flying mountain lion. Oh yeah, so you nice. So you reach out, and luckily he forecast what he was going to do, and you reach out and you grab the mountain lion as it's propelled towards you.
Okay, yes, look, I've got Kitty. Let's go this way. Come on, follow the kitty.
Okay. I'm going to get a snack and stuff.
And he comes up behind you, and he's holding half of his makeshift diaper up because it's like starting to slide off his ogre bum, and he toddles after you because dirty 20 persuasion check. So what would you like to do?
Lead it outside to where the professor and the lobsters are.
Okay, so you take the ogre baby, the unconscious mountain lion, out to where the professor is, and the ogre gets out and some like and it looks very inquisitive about the outside. Maybe has never seen it before. You go out to where the professor's at, and you see that she's nodded off and she's sitting in her chair.
Professor!
Huh? Is that you, Eldred? Oh. Hi.
I've got the
Oh,
baby.
You didn't put it in its pen like I told you to.
And I didn't find the pen. It's okay, it's coming with us.
Oh, it's not okay. Look.
And you turn around and you look at the ogre who's smiling, and you start to see that the ogre is getting bigger and bigger. It's looking up at the sunlight. You see that as the sunlight hits its skin, it's glistening, like twilight glistening. And the ogre starts to get bigger and bigger. And it really doesn't stop getting bigger, because we're going to fade away from that. And that's going to be it for this week. As we fade away to the ogre.
Oh boy.
Probably ogre baby, the size, when we fade away, it's still going, but we'll say it's probably about 35 feet tall.
We're so getting fired.
This time we're getting fired. Yes. This.
So
Vixnix, if you
let's
want to do
talk
the
about
lightning
new
thing.
career paths.
Yeah, if you want to do the lightning thing, I say that's fine.
Now I can do it. Okay.
Date puff ogre baby.
Thank you so much, Kyle.
This is a great game.
Thank you all
You
so
guys
much.
are hilarious.
I was so hoping you weren't gonna bring it out in the playpen. So,
I mean,
yeah.
well, when you've persuaded it, what do you need playpens for, right?
Oh, you did everything fine.
I
Yeah.
didn't know it was a photosynthetic baby.
That's a sentence.
Yes, it's
That is now.
maybe that's a cry.
I stopped being surprised at the sentences that come out of my mouth playing these games a long time ago.
Oh.
Well, why don't we go round? Let us know how you feel, what your favourite part was, and where we can find you online and all the wonderful things about you. Why don't we start with our wonderful DM Kyle?
Hi. Wow. Okay. Wow. First off, that was super fun. Thank all four of you, and thanks everybody who helped pitch in rerolls and which were clutch. And also, just thanks Scrat for having me here every week. It was another great session, and I really enjoyed this because it was so I wanted it to be so up to you guys on how you handle everything. So like it wasn't run straight in, murder hobo, charge, and beat everything down and then drag it out, which kind of didn't want it to be that or make it that easy to do that. So you all did great. Using your noggins to figure out how to get around certain things, and and you didn't kill anything. That was amazing. So up until bringing the baby under the sunlight thing, you were spot on, 100% retrieval rate, and I mean still are 100% retrieval rate as long as we can figure out how to stop the ever-growing baby. But yeah, I didn't really have so much a favorite part as just y'all's reaction to how things were going. You know, I'll hop in and help. Wait, she just left, and it just bit me. Okay, so yeah, it was just it was awesome. So thank you so much, Scrat, for having me, and it was great playing with you guys. I look forward to doing it again.
Cool. Well, let's go clockwise around the screen. Let's go next to Malakatra or Nairi.
Hi. Yeah, that was an amazing game. Thank you so much for running that. Yeah, my favorite part of that game was actually it was a sequence of events that led to Scrat facepalming. So every time Scrat ended up facepalming, that was like, I know we had a successful thing happen right there, because that was a game full of shenanigans. But yeah, I think one of my favorite parts was just the lobster on the back thing, being on the back of the lobster and then making the lobster on my back. I did not expect that would work. I thought I would get crushed or something, but oh my god, thank you for letting that happen.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
But yeah, I'm Malakatra on Twitter. Or if you want to see more stuff that I'm in, every Fridays and Mondays, I'm in a game group where we stream D&D 5th edition, known as Natural Ruckus. So go check it out. We stream on Twitch. We have a Twitter. If you want to follow us and follow our schedule, you can find us there. Or if you want to find me on Twitter at Malkatra or my art Twitter at RSDoodle. So, you know, find me wherever.
Thank you so much. Next round we have Spellslinger91. Oh, hi, Walter.
Hi. I actually really enjoyed that. I don't often get to be a player, so this was really, really fun. Honestly, my favorite part would probably be the lobster encounter. That was just total chaos and hilarious chaos.
Yeah. And how about where can we check you out online and all that sort of stuff?
Like Scrat said, you can find me on Twitter at Spellslinger randomly. So it's, if you find me on Twitter, you'll find the YouTube links on there.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. And lastly around we have GM Andy. Oh, hi, Andy.
Hey, thank you so much for inviting me. I had a blast. Lovely game. You guys are hilarious. It was great. I don't know that I have a favorite part. It was just awesome all over. Although I now get to say I had a character die from shark bite. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a hell of an
I mean,
accolade.
I mean, who doesn't want to say yeah, and then I got killed by a shark? On land. You know, hey.
Oh yeah, that's even more awkward.
Right?
It sounds like a good icebreaker, conversation starter to me, you know? Like...
It is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty easy to find on Twitter. If you go to GM Andy J, you can also find me through anything with FOSSA, because I work for them. So they insist I pay attention when people type stuff there. It's a thing for them. I am just starting to figure out Twitch and to get into trying to do some Twitch, so I don't have a lot for that yet, but you guys are very encouraging about this, and I'm so thrilled with this. Thank you so much again for having me.
No, I'm really pleased to have you. Really pleased to have both of you. It's been fantastic, and we had a fantastic little game there. And a really nice group dynamic between us, which is always really, really nice. My favorite part. Just I think every time I approached the woman with anything, Professor Midgenbrow's Percurity, or whatever her name is, every time I approached her, like, I've got the lobsters, you know how to handle the lobsters? Oh, no, they'll kill me! Like, okay, great! Like, top quality NPC there. That's, loved the voice, loved the general uselessness. It matched our party well, I think. Yeah, and this is my channel, so welcome everyone. If you like what you've seen, I'm putting in the chat now my social links. You can check out my Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. We also have a Patreon. If you would like to support us, you can support us over there for as little as $1 a month. And there's also free articles over there, which I commission monthly. We also have merch. If you want to get a crest on your chest, head over to the Redbubble, where you can grab yourself some merch. And we have sponsors in Bird and the Storm Publishing, who write modules for D&D and other TTRPGs, and Mage Hand Press, who created the Dark Matter Alpha, a sci-fi expansion, and other expansions for D&D 5e, and we'll be continuing to do some work with them next season as well. There's some other things below the stream. You can check out rasavad.com, tabletoploot.com, and ruinc.com, where you can get a 10 to 15% discount at each place using the various codes. And yeah, that's me. Fantastic game today. We are going to head across and go and see someone who is a member of the D&D community. They're not playing D&D right now, but still, I feel like if you don't already follow them, you should. So we're going to go and say hello to Random Tuesday. I know we've raided them before, so if we can get a follow train going when we get over there, please do. Otherwise, just say hi in chat. That'd be fantastic. Oh, we need our raid cry as well. What was the last quote? It was like, I remember quoting it. Like, your breathing creature, I think is the quote. That's a good one. We'll go with that. There you go. So copy and paste, chuck it in the chat when we get over there, and have a good time watching them playing some platform-based games today. Until next time, everyone, keep on evoking emotions. We've had a ton of fun, and we will see you later on. We're back in 2 hours with... Oh, it's me, Cypher Seminars! We'll see you in 2 hours for some superhero fun. See you later, everyone. Bye!